very small
simple
manner
way.
you have to present. Okay, you
Okay,
take 10
okay,
minutes of time maximum, and
okay,
within that
okay,
everything will be completed, right?
okay. Right now, I don't have the presentation. I will simply show my
No,
project
you
itself.
will not
So
the
I think
presentation, you just go with that, and later I will tell
okay,
you what will be there, what you will keep in the presentation. Okay.
okay, okay, no problem.
Okay, चलो शुरू करते
Uh,
हैं. First, you start.
me?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, no problem. Just give me a minute to let me run my project. Uh, is my entire screen visible? I think it's visible, right?
It's now visible.
Oh, it's not visible.
It's getting
Yes, it
shared
is
now.
visible.
It's getting shared. I think my internet is a bit slow and a bit far away, right? Maybe that's the reason. I don't know. It's visible now, or is it still like loading?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, cool. Because the command prompt should be visible, which visible means. Just let's see if it runs. It runs. Yeah. Okay, it's running. Ah,
Hello,
so project.
Hello.
Yes, shows that
I have a
someone said
question.
hello.
The
Yes.
presentation project is a compulsory or we can just show the report?
No. Presentation as per our guide say that university give them a direction that presentation should be there, and a presentation is viable for you also while you are presenting your work, because it is
So,
not you are going to get only 5 to 7 minutes maximum,
okay.
maximum 7 minutes. Okay,
So we
so
have to
within
show
that,
them both the thing, the report and the presentation.
no, the report part you have to submit. Okay, you
Okay.
do not have to go with the report. What you can do, you create, I will tell you about the presentation preparation. Okay, for
Okay. So you
the
will
final
also
viva.
give the topics.
Yeah, I will give it.
When will you give that?
Just right now, just be there in the meeting and see what the how the presentation will look like. Okay.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Srinivas, you start.
Oh, okay. Hello everybody. Well, my project is related to cryptography because I have my specialization is cybersecurity. So I took this topic, and in my project consists of three things. One is shift cipher, one is hashing, and one is file encryption decryption. So I will try and explain it in as simple way as possible regarding all these three titles. So, so when you say cryptography, the basic thing, the first thing, wherever you go, it starts with shift cipher. So I'll tell you what is cryptography. Cryptography was used to make the readable text into a non-readable text, and it's basically to make the text non-readable, make it like a secret, so that only the concerned party should be able to read. And so yeah, that's basically what cryptography is. So what is shift cipher means here, we have a table here, so that's the reference. When you say shift cipher, you will be shifting the values, and this is the key actually. So for example, uh, a let's say you want to shift a key to 5. So when you move this slider to 5, the table will
Mhm.
adjust accordingly. One is encoding table and one is decoding table. And when you encode the script, you will not be able to read it. To read it
That
back,
means
you have to decode it.
A
That
will
I'll show
become
you
F.
how it's done. A will become
A will
F.
become F.
Yes. So it's yes. So if you shift the slider, if you keep shifting the
Mm.
slider, the value will automatically change. That's how I have designed it. Uh, this
Right.
table is for reference. So it's up to 25, and when you I have the reason for shift value is only between 1 to 25 is because once it reaches 26, it cycles back, like uh, how do I say, like it comes back again. It repeats the same thing, repeats again. So yeah, let's say
Mm.
I have selected the shift value as 5, and then this is the encoding table. You can refer it from here, and for the same shift value, this is the decoding table. So for example, let's say uh, I will type cat. Okay, so cat, and when you encode it, it will become HFY. How it's happening? So because the shift value is 5, the C is shifted 5 times forward. So when you shift it 5 times forward, it becomes H. For example, let me show you. So C is here. You go 5 times forward, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's H. That's how it's done. So for C, it's H. And for A, it's F. And for T, it's Y. So the value we got is H, F, and Y. And when you put that H, F, and Y here in the decoding, what do you say, text box, and when you say decode, you get the cat back. The same thing you
Yeah.
can also set
Srinivas,
up. Let's say yes.
yeah, it's very good, no problem. But
Uh, uh,
can you define your problem statement just in a one or two line? Means what your project is actually, what you are trying to do.
yeah.
That is called a problem
Well,
statement.
really doesn't solve anything. This is just a basic cryptography thing. I just wanted to, show how cryptographic is in a basic level. That's all I wanted to show. So here, when you say hashing, here actually the main things comes. Hashing is basically what I've done is password management. Uh, in one line, how should I be explaining? Let's say uh, how is the password managed in the server. That's all I wanted to show here. This is all about hashing, and another is file encryption and decryption. This here I'll be showing how you can encrypt files and decrypt files. uh, that's all about it.
Okay,
So I'll show
tell
how it's
me
done.
one
Yes.
thing. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me one thing.
Yes.
What are the tools that you have used for analyzing or implementing these things?
Okay, so well, I have used all those what do you say, inbuilt libraries. For example, just a minute. Yeah, I have used pandas to show the table, and this cryptography Fernet I have used here in file encryption decryption. You'll have to generate an encryption key. So for that, I have used this. All these are what do you say, uh, modules which I have downloaded, like pip install. I have installed it and I have used it. Uh, that's how it works. I mean, I have not built everything from scratch. I've used all those what do you say,
Yeah, I
modules which
got
you
it.
can
I got it.
install.
Okay,
So
tell me
if
if
you
you
ask
faced
me
any.
what exactly is,
Hello.
yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me if you faced any challenge during the development of your project. Means anywhere you stuck up and then you overcome that thing. Have you ever faced?
Yeah. Well, here, while I was trying to encrypt and decrypt, I was not able to do it. First, what I did is I tried to automate everything. Like it should generate the key automatically, and the key should be uploaded automatically. Something like that I had did at first, and then that was like, I was getting a lot of errors. So I had to do little bit manual stuff. Now I have to upload key as well as file on my own. Previously, the
Okay.
key there was no option to upload key file. The key we used to
Okay,
fetch
fine.
from the
I
background,
understand.
but
Just
yes.
yeah, I understand. Okay. Next, you tell me
Huh.
just what are the future scope of your project? Mean what you can do in future with these things, or what you can add or enhance your project to be implemented in
Yeah,
practical field.
yes, this is file encryption. In file encryption decryption, right now I have used symmetric key algorithm. So here I have used, when you say symmetric key, we use only one key to encrypt and decrypt. But if you use asymmetric key algorithm, that's an addition. If we use that, the key will differ. Like for encrypting a file, it's a different key. It's like a private key, and for decrypting, it's a public key, something like that. So the security level is like a bit different. That's how it works, and that's all I know about it. I have to dig up. Like
Okay, fine.
as I
Just
told before, I
one,
haven't prepared very much. Yes.
yeah, just one last
So
question.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
The question is, tell me, you have implemented the encryption technique and you have
yes,
the encrypted code. So how much
yes.
time it will be take, or will it be possible to decrypt that thing without knowing the key? Means if someone tries.
No, no, it's
So
not
how
possible to decrypt a file without knowing the key. Key is always
are you sure?
a requirement.
Is
Yes.
there any way to decrypt the thing what you have
I'm not
implemented?
sure about it.
How much
Maybe,
confident you are?
maybe. Well, well. Now you have asked the question. I've
Okay,
never thought
fine. Thank
about it
you.
in that way. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Let me stop the meeting. Your time is over. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So this was the presentation given by Srinivas. Thank you, Srinivas. Okay. So if your mentor permit, then you can
Sorry,
present
my
your work
internet
in
got
that way. Sorry.
sorry. Come again. By my internet got disconnected. Like I had to
Yeah.
join
If
back.
your mentor, or if the faculty, or if the person
Huh.
who is taking your viva, if they permit, then you can be able to show the things like the way you are doing. But
Huh.
if they do not allow you to show your work,
Huh.
okay, display your work, then you
Huh.
have to go with the presentation. So it is better to build
Okay.
a
Huh.
PowerPoint presentation, so that you can take
o-
the screenshot from there and put some text over
Okay.
there, so that you can display the
Okay.
things. Okay. It is
Yes.
also better, because when you are presenting, maybe due to some technical issues, your program is not running. Then what you will do?
O-
So it is better
Okay.
for
Okay.
go with the presentation. Okay. So before
Okay.
anyone
Well.
present their one, so I would like to present my screen to show you how a presentation will be
Okay.
look like. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Just
Please.
seeing.
Please.
And please don't copy this presentation. Okay, because by taking screenshot,
No, no, Sarashtra.
because this will not work for you either. Okay.
No worries.
So see, suppose I am going to
Oh,
present
hello.
my thing. Okay. Yeah. Hello.
And please let
Uh,
us know the topics so we have to know use in the presentation.
I will. I will definitely.
Okay, okay.
Just
Thank you.
see. So this is the presentation. You have to prepare this PowerPoint presentation, maybe maximum 10, 10 slides or okay. So the first slide, it's me that I am designing in this way. You can do it in different way also. Okay. So just going with the project title. That should be the first slide. Next, you have to give the project scope. Got it? So what are the different project scope you have to mention in that way? I have four, so I have given four. If you have five, six, seven, then go with that. Okay. Next, you
Sorry,
can give
Sarashji.
some.
Can you please
Yeah.
show me the second slide? What to be included?
mm, This is project scope. Means
Okay.
what
This is the
everything is
second
written.
slide.
Yeah, everything is written in your project report. Okay, you
Ah,
have to copy from there. Nothing you have to create a new over here. Got it?
okay. Hmm.
Sorry. So project scope you can include. Next, you can include a project timeline. Now, what is project timeline? You remember that you have created the
Gantt chart.
Gantt chart, right? So in Gantt
Weekly
chart, you have
timeline.
shown the project timeline. Yeah, weekly timeline, 8 weeks. I have calculated 8 weeks in that way. Design is your own. Okay. So you have to give the project scope or something like that and show the project timeline. Okay. Next, you can add a team. Okay. Obviously you are alone in the team, but your guide is always there, and if anybody is there with you who are helping with you, you can always mention their name, just like I did. Okay, these persons have helped me during the project in different ways. Okay, so you can create a team. Okay, it is good to showing a team. So this is related to my project only. Okay, so you can give some slides like that. See here, the main features I am taking. My project is related to agricultural field and about this insect. So I emphasize on this insect. Okay, where in the world these insects are found. Next, how the agricultural plant can be protected. This is a feature. How a plant disease can be detected. Okay, this is again I am taking from the scope or feature, and this is again a feature or scope. You can say production increases. Okay, next you have feasibility study in your project report. From that feasibility study, you have to take any anything. Means in feasibility study, what you have to mention, how much your project is feasible to implement it in the real life. You got it? So you have to give a feasibility study. You may give a feasibility study. In here, you can give some other things also. Okay, I will tell you, but I gave the feasibility analysis. Then I have this application screenshot. I have created a web portal, so I give the web portal here and the features of that web portal. I have created a mobile application. I am given with this mobile application screenshot a few details about the thing, not very much. Next, the future scope is very much essential. So you have to mention the future scope, and that's all. This is the simplest way to create a slide. Now, what are the points that you can add? Okay, in your slide that I want to show you from the template they have provided. Project template, not this one. Project synopsis template, project report template. Okay, in the first slide you have to mention your project title. Got it? Along with your guide name. Okay, anybody wish to communicate, you can do it. Next.
Shall I present
Yeah,
my
tell me.
project?
Oh, okay, just wait. I'm just
Okay.
telling this thing. So in the first slide, you can mention, you will mention the name of your project and
Hmm.
along with your guide name. The next slide you can give this project definition along with the project scope within a single slide in a very precise manner. Don't go for a long text. Okay, problem definition you have in your project report, scope is already there in your project report. So in a precise manner, just in a few words, you have to mention these things. You can cover these two things in a single slide, right? Then you can mention feasibility analysis. In feasibility analysis, you can take anything, just like I took SWOT. You can take anything, business objective or cost benefit analysis, any feasibility study you can give over there. Now, by means of feasibility study, what is it? I hope you all know how much your project is applicable. to the real life for the problem solution. Okay, that you have to mention in a precise way, just like that. And in the next slide, you can do something called methodology, means how you apply. Okay,
Uh, I
this
have a
Gantt chart.
question.
Yeah, this Gantt chart is actually the timeline. Okay, you can mention the timeline, not put the Gantt chart in the PowerPoint presentation. Okay, just give a simple timeline. Yeah, tell me.
Yep. So the chapter third. Can you just go before the page? Yeah, yeah. So
Hmm.
yes. The above one.
Which one?
Just go to above page. Yep. Yeah, the heading, the third chapter. Yes. So it should be separated in the page.
In which page?
The chapter third, the project planning and methodology. Okay. So it should be,
Hmm.
in a like the same page. It should like look like right now
In presentation or in project report?
in project report.
In project report, it will be look like that. See, this will be a separate page. After that, you have to go with these things. You got it?
Okay. Yep. Yep.
In which group you are? You are from which
Okay.
group?
Okay. I'm from 23 P23.
Okay, okay. As in my, if you are in my group, I have displayed it. Just wait.
Okay.
Mm,
So, Reggie,
yeah,
uh, sorry for the interruption, but I'll have to leave right now. I have
sure, sure,
got
sure.
some work to do, so I'll join
Yeah.
later.
So
Yeah,
this is the way how you have to put the pages, right? You got it. This is chapter one, and after
Yes.
that
Okay.
you did
Yes.
it. Okay, and this is your chapter three, chapter two. You got it, na? Now,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
fine. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, then from methodology and this Gantt chart you can take for presentation. After that, you can put something from data analysis. Okay. Now, what data analysis you can take? You can take anything, but I prefer that you should specify from where you can collect the data. That primary and secondary data is required for your project, and that's all. No need to give this ER diagram, data dictionary, nothing, nothing. No, you can give some. You can give some screenshots. Okay, just like the application you have built, you put some screenshot and paste it on the PowerPoint presentation, and you will give the future scope. See, scope for future work, and that's all. These are the things that you have to mention in presentation. Just plan for 10 slides, not more than that. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Then anybody wants to present?
Hello.
Hello.
Is that okay that if a report work is more than 20 like 60 pages?
Yeah, it's okay. Myself is all 70 pages.
Okay. Okay.
It should not go beyond 70 or 80, 90, 100 pages. Don't do that. No needed. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
As per their limits, 40 to 70, 40 to 60. In fact, 70 is quite okay. Myself is 70.
Okay.
See, the last one is 66. In fact, it is. Okay. Okay, tell me anything else? Anyone wants to present? Okay, fine.
Shall I be present?
Yeah, sure. I'm
Okay.
asking.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, your skin is visible.
Okay. This is my project, which is related to the hostel management, where actually it's a live project where exactly I'm working now. I got an opportunity to develop one web-based application for managing the hostel. So I'm starting with my dashboard. This is a login page where it will take me to the website to view in inside of the website. So here this comes the dashboard. Here, as the name suggests, hostel management system means here we are maintaining the student records, their expense, their deposit, their entire information of the students who is residing at our hostel. So within this dashboard, so here we are having some certain the menus based on that which we can collect the information and what all the work what we are doing it now. So here we have, since it's a residential school come college, we are maintaining the girls and the boys data separately over here. So we have created one menu like boys master. Here I have a ad page. So all the relative data will be collected from this view page, from the ad section. Then all the listed students whoever is data is already there, that will come in this view section. We can view it here, the list of all the students. We can search on certain criterias, like based on the class or based on the house color or based on id student id or based on the board. Like that we have a different categories. So based on the search section criteria, it will even search for the details. Similarly, for adding the girls' data, we have a form for adding the girls' details, and all the listed girls' data will be given over here. Even apart from searching, we can do certain actions also on the data what we have entered. So, for example, here if you have to edit any details for the students or something like that, we can do it here. So, for example, as a sample one, I will just change the section of this student, and I'll be submitting this particular button. So previously it was uh, like the champs or something. We have selected the Dazzlers one. Similar way, any transaction related to the any particular student could be taken individually here. So this is a
Mhm.
button where it takes me to the transaction data. So particular student, we have not included right now. I have not added any data with related to the deposit or expense. That's the reason it is showing no data is available in the particular table. We can add the deposit amount. So against each student, by entering some date and the reason for it, for medication or purpose or something, I'll be specifying the amount. And if I submit, I can see that particular entry coming over here for the particular student. The 2000 rupees amount is deposited.
Yeah, just wait.
Huh?
Yeah, so you are taking a deposit in terms of uh, currency,
Rupees
rupees or
currency,
something else, right?
rupees. Yes.
So when somebody is going to give you the money in that sense, okay, you have to
Um,
give some receipt to them, right? So don't you
okay.
have any kind of
Yeah, we do
receipt
have
or
it.
bill?
Yeah, we have the provision for that. So here in the deposit report, we can enter the same student ID, what the ID or the student ID, particular student IDs details which we have to be mentioned. So for example, now we went for this one entry we have done. The student ID I'll be taking. So with based on the ID, we'll be generating the data, selecting the range for it. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake while entering the data. Oh, 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 I'm really sorry. I went to here the section. I have to change it to the girls. Then giving the student ID here. Then selecting a date range for it and click on the search button. So the entire list will be coming here for
Okay.
whatever the deposit we do it within the date range, selected date range.
So you can print it also.
Yeah, we can print this by clicking on this. It's going to
Okay,
print
good.
it over here.
But tell me one thing, why this thing is happening like that? Means while you are taking the deposit, from there you should print the bill, na? To print the bill, you have to move to a different place. Then you have to remember, just like that happened to with you. You have to remember the ID. Then
Okay.
would it not be better that while you are taking the money, okay,
Okay.
entering the data, from
Mm.
there you are just printing the bill.
Okay, that
It
could
should
be
be
like,
like that.
but actually we are not giving generating the bill as we are giving. So since they are residential purpose, annually we'll be taking the student entire deposit amount, whatever is being done. Once in a
Mm.
year, it will be taken, or in if it has been given in interval also, the
Mm.
entire list will be giving it within the at the end of the period, like their annual curriculum once they are finishing with.
Okay, so
We'll
you
be
are trying to
settling
say
the
that,
details.
yeah, you are trying to say that since it is not like you are taking money and you are giving, it's not like selling something and taking the money, receipt,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yes.
You are
So
just
let me
taking the
explain you.
deposit.
Yes, we are taking some
Okay.
deposit amount, and
Mm.
based on that, whatever the requirement at the
Okay,
end
good,
of the
okay.
academic year, we are going to, when the student is going to leave that particular class or end of the academic year, we are going to give the
Yeah.
entire statement to them. Till then, the report will means it will be documented
Yeah, I
here.
got it. I got it. Just tell me one thing.
Mm.
Tell me something about the data collection process. How you collect this data? Means the
Okay.
primary data or the secondary data. How you collect?
Okay. Okay, since this is the project which I'm developing within my premises, or the development is happening within the locality, same locality where I have to develop the project, it was easier for me to visit the hostel admin part over there, and I could able to communicate with the people who is managing manually all these things. So I collected certain pics from the registers, the manual registers, whatever they did. And for the secondary data, I went upon to means we could able to have access to have the communication with the higher authorities also of the
Okay,
same
I got it. I got it.
institution.
Just tell me something about the tools or the softwares you use to build your project.
Okay, I have built this from the scratch, the development procedure I have started. As a front backend, I have taken I have used the SQL as my backend, and in the front end I'm using this PHP and PHP for developing purpose,
Okay. Any
and
other
little
tool
bit
you
added
use?
with Ajax
Any
and
technology? Okay, you used Ajax. Where you use
Ajax.
Ajax here? We haven't
Ajax I've
see it.
used in some validation purpose. I have made use here. Say for example, here the previous ID which I had been given to the same student, I'll be trying to enter the ID with related to the same student. When I'm trying to insert, it shows me the give me the status that it's already available. So and further, I'll not be able to do any entry in this. Further, any more entry, it will not be allowed for me, or the submit option is not activated. So by mistake, this cannot be taken. Means the duplicate entry could be avoided. That part I have been implemented here using Ajax.
Okay, fine. Now, just tell me two more questions. Do you have any future scope attached to your project? Means, do you have
Ah,
any plan?
yes, actually, this we are doing now for a local system. So, if the management is showing some interested to enhance this project, we can make it as a web based or a mobile app, like something like that. So that if it is been further implemented where the parent can download this particular app and they can make the visiting plan of a student or something like that, or they can have a communication
Okay,
with
okay,
the
fine. Okay,
management.
fine. Okay. Now, any challenges you faced during the entire project?
100%. Actually I have faced in a few of the places where with this with particular to the implementing the Ajax part, and moreover when I've inserted all this radio buttons while editing this form or updating the files or something like that, I was little bit having a problem in implementing the updation part.
Okay, I got it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you
It's
sir.
a nice project, good and complete project. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you sir.
Mm. Yeah, one more thing I would like to mention you,
Okay.
that the technology part.
Huh.
MySQL is not the backend. It is you have said that it is SQL. Okay, your
PHP,
backend is
my
PHP
PHP,
and
my
MySQL. You have
my
to specify MySQL. Your
my
backend
SQL. Okay,
is
I'll
PHP. You have said front end as PHP. Front end is not PHP. Front end you are using Bootstrap here. HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap. Okay. Backend
okay,
is
I'll
your
make this.
PHP and MySQL. Okay.
Okay, I'll make that correction.
Okay. Thank you. Anything
Okay,
else? Anyone else? Okay, fine. Then I
I'll
hope,
stop. Mm.
yeah, I hope you get an idea how the things will
Ha.
go in the project. It will be a very simple thing. Okay, just be confident on your work.
Mm.
Just prepare the PPT, and the faculty is going to ask this type of
Okay,
questions.
okay,
Got it?
okay.
Problem statement means you have to specify what your project is actually.
Mm.
He or she may ask you about the research methodology. That means what are the things that you, how you do the research. Research means not in that way. Okay, how you
Mm.
uh, count everything to build a project. How you collect the data. Just like Shashiji have told that it is easier for her to collect the data as she is also a resident in the hostel. Okay, so data collection part, maybe a questions from there. Primary or secondary data means the primary data means the that all first time data, and the secondary data is your final data. Tools used to analyze means if you have any tools used to analyze your data. Okay, or you can specify the technologies. Okay, the softwares and hardware used, something like that. You have to specify obviously future scope. Everyone will ask you about the future scope. Everyone will ask you about the challenges and the feasibility. Okay, so these were all the things from where the questions may arise in Viva. Is it okay?
Uh,
May I wrap up the things here?
uh,
Please reply.
Abud,
Anyone?
Abud, Rao, Rao. Oh, someone is there.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, Saurashji, I have some doubts in the report
Please
preparation.
tell me. I am waiting just for you.
Yeah,
Okay, tell me.
yeah, the last session, right? After the chapter 5, we have 3 pages, bibliography and appendix and
Hmm.
annexure. So can
Hmm.
you tell me a brief about that? What are the things we need to add in that?
Sure. See here. Just let me stop the recording.